Yo, what's going on, YouTube family?
You. What's the
We are
word, bro?
definitely in the building tonight. What's going on with you, none better?
Same old shit, bro. The same old shit. What's the word with you, bro?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much, bro. Working, trying to get ready for these holidays. Your boy G Day is actually in 5 days. So on the 18th, I turn 34. I'm getting old out here.
On the 18th,
Yeah.
heard you. You opening up some early Christmas present, man?
If it's some coochie, then hopefully you already know, brother.
Oh man, we not even a minute in. We're not even a minute in. You want to man? Saying the wrong thing.
You right. My bad. Y'all know what I'm talking about, though. I'm trying to unwrap some gifts for my birthday. You know what I'm saying?
Man, a little tootie-tat under the tree.
You already know. What's going on
A
with you,
little tootie-tat, maybe a little tree.
They go together. They go hand in hand.
Hand in hand.
Yo, none. What was that? Do you remember the name of the podcast where we're about to cover where FNF got Frank Castle?
FNF got what?
They got Frank Castle. That's what they call it. So that's what I'm calling it for now. When they got kicked off the other show.
You talking about Fresh and Fit?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even know what podcast that was where they got kicked off the joint.
I'm trying to find a clip while we're waiting, so I could kind of let the people know what we're going to cover, because I wanted to cover that because that was something that Honey brought up and you brought up, and I also wanted to bring up the Adam 22 situation if you haven't heard about that. So let me see. Fresh and Fit kicked off of podcast.
I think it's some Australian joint.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I do remember that was said Australian. So you saw it already. So if you could give us like a backstory.
No, I didn't see it. I think it was some. I didn't see it in depth. I just seen a thumbnail basically, but I didn't see it in depth. I didn't click on it. I tend not to give them boys no views. Like,
it was recent though, right? Because everything I'm saying about it is like a year ago.
Yeah, it was recent.
All right, I'm gonna come back to it because I'm looking for it. I looked up the Australian drone, but they say the video is like a year old, so I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah, I don't know.
But apparently they was kicked off the podcast. Do you know for what? They was talking out their ass on somebody else's show.
You know they usually talking out their ass. You know, right now everybody fed up with it. Everybody fed up with everybody talking out their ass on this red pill, pink pill, every pill genre that they got going on. Niggas are tired of it. They tired of it. It's not getting nowhere. It's causing more friction, more harm than good, or whatever they thought it was going to cause. And it's time. It's been time.
Damn, man, I cannot find it, but I do notice that it's they've been a lot quieter since not just that, but something that Abin Preach did. Maybe Abin Preach. I remember you said Abin Preach reacted to the video, right?
They probably did. I think they did. Abin Preach definitely be on it when it comes to Fresh and Fit.
Well, you know, Abin was actually on their show. He was actually at the crib.
Yeah, I know. And he talked about that too, how it was still like trash. Like a lot of people that used to deal with them don't deal with them no more. Sneeko don't deal with them no more. Sneeko was another one.
Sneeko be wildin'.
Sneeko was another one that was on the bandwagon with Fresh and Fit.
Well, he got kicked off of YouTube altogether because he was doing too much.
Man, I think I found it. Too much.
I think I found it. It was like a month ago at the max, right?
Like I said, Brody, I just seen the thumbnail, bro. I
just want to make sure I don't look up the wrong video and don't even be what you're talking about. That's all.
And which one cool? Even when Academics was on there, he was wilding out too. I ain't like that.
Academics did way too much, and he made everybody look bad by him being on the show. A couple of times, he made everybody look bad, and it was just like it looked bad because you made everybody look bad. That's not a good look, bro. When you out here arguing with the women and saying that you would fight them and all that, we all look bad. You making men that don't got nothing to do with the shit look bad. It's a bad look. As far as act, I think he did his thing with being able to transition from the Joe Budden podcast. Originally, Joe Budden's, his first podcast, to being able to make a name for himself. So I'll give him a shout out for that. But he does says some deplorable things for fame, and if that's how he get his bag, I'm not going to say he doesn't deserve scrutiny. He still could get scrutiny and get chastised for what he says. But if he don't give a fuck because he all about a bag, then I guess mission accomplished. You know what I'm saying? But he definitely one of them too, like you was talking about. Let me see if
men want sex. So my thing is, a man is capable of having sex with other women while still loving his girl the same.
You're actually saying that in a relationship, it's okay for men to go and explore other options, but we have to be happy with you and not explore options.
Absolutely. Closed on your end, open on my end, and I think there should be honest between the two.
Why? Why would anyone agree to that?
You can't just go throwing that thing around. I spoke to Dan Balserian. Yeah, I'm sick of you asking to finish your long, boring answers that are the same answer every time we ask you a question. Even Dan Balserian last week told me to my face, so fucking what, clown? Here you are on the show. I can turn you off as well. Just turn these clowns off. See you fellas, grow up, bring us back when you're 30 and you've got a half brain. You're not running around being led by your own dicks. Bye-bye. See you later. Turn them off.
I don't know who this lady is reacting. And this one thing I'll say, I don't think they should even did this show because sometimes y'all do too much. Like, you're trying to argue with everybody. Stop doing that. I see a lot of older people checking into their content, so maybe that's what they're aiming for. Older people that obviously would not agree with nothing the fuck they talking about. So watch it because they got demonetized from YouTube. So I don't know if that's their goal because I don't know who this lady is, the blonde hair lady reacting to it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's what they were trying to do, trying to stir the pot. I don't really know here.
Trying to stir the pot and get more viewers from older men on older women who I can guarantee you don't have those same views. That's like you're reaching. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're reaching for the wrong audience, bro. You're just digging a hole for yourself at this point.
Yeah, you make yourself look mad dumb here. Being able to relinquish your power to get kicked off by some people that want to go fuck with, that's dumb as hell. Not all publicity is good publicity. I know that's the saying, but you look dumb as hell here.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you.
Oh my stars!
What you said?
I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. Neither Fresh nor Fit, Myron or whatever the fuck their name is. Neither one of them look like they bag bitches. Like, keep it 1,000 with you. Like,
I think they even admit that they don't bag. They didn't bag bitches before they got famous. My bad. Before they started getting money. So Fresh was actually married to a shorty that he said was a 4, and she had a kid, and he divorced her so he wouldn't have to pay. So niggas said that they didn't grow up getting bitches. Both niggas didn't lose their virginity until they was 18. Which is not a slight. I'm not gonna say you shouldn't lose your virginity until you 18, but I'm just saying. To go along with what you're saying, niggas said that they ain't lose their virginity till they was 18 and they never were ladies' men until now. So the bag.
But they not ladies' men now, though. That's the whole thing.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't say that. I'm saying, like, a bag is going to bring women, though. Like, they can, they can put, they might be around women. I'm just saying they're not naturally,
if you're interested, if the interest that brings you to me in the attraction is my money, and I have to pay you for your time and attention, I don't want to be around you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be around you. I don't want you to be around me. If that's the main attraction is my money and the clout that I may bring you for you being around me, what are you around me for? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do I have you around me? So is it really them being ladies' men? That's not you being a ladies' man. They have that whole concept wrong. You know what I'm saying? You two, these two niggas grew up as dorks. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to talk to girls. They don't know how to talk to girls. They don't know how to, you know what I'm saying? Not even girls, women. They don't know how to talk to women. They don't know how to have basic conversation with women. They have power trips with women and men who they think are lower status, but they are police callers. They are not protectors. They are not, you know what I'm saying? Like, What are these rants for? You gonna say quiet down, little man? Quiet down.
What's going on, honey baby?
Hi.
What's going on? We just started reviewing the video that you None Better had brought up last week.
Mm-hmm.
So we only about a couple minutes in, but basically I'll give you a update. It looks like they didn't really give us much context on why, but it looks like the dude that hosts this show was just fed up with Marvin giving the same like textbook answers or whatever, like the same red pill answers and not like critical thinking. So he decided to mute them and kick them off the show. That's really all they gave us so far. It looks like this lady over here with the blonde hair is reacting to the video. She hasn't said anything yet. But as far as context, we don't have much, but it just looks like he was fed up with what they was talking about.
Yeah.
Did you watch any of this, or do you have any idea what happened?
Oh yeah, so pretty much they was having a conversation, and it originally started with like worth and in the car and all stuff like that, and then like they was really getting annoyed with them, like always giving the same answer, and then for them to say like, you know, women are emotional, and then say that men are not. It was like a long drawn out thing. And but before that even happened, when they was trying to coordinate with them, they wouldn't talk to the female assistant. You saying?
What you mean?
So you know, people that set up the I guess the scheduling or whatever case it be, the female assistant was trying to speak to them, and they didn't want to speak to the female assistant, and it was like about to like be like they was being like, I guess maybe rude to her, if I'm not mistaken, allegedly, and then she ended up giving the phone to the male assistant, and then everything smoothed out because they rather talk to a man than a woman about what was going on.
Which is crazy because I believe that they have two female assistants.
Yeah,
one of them I believe is Marvin's significant other, and another one is like the security. So it's funny that they wouldn't talk to women, but they have women working on their show that people got to deal with as well.
Yeah, it was like mad weird. That's just, she's like, that's just the lady said she was mad weird. They didn't want to talk to me, and the guy that came on, he's like, yeah, I had to apologize to them for her, and then in order for us to go through, it was pretty much really that. It was like, you know, you sit here, we ask you questions, like a logical question, and then you just kind of avoid answering the question and give the same textbook answer. And then on top of that, like I watched another person react. What's those two dude names?
Ab and Preach.
Yeah, them. They reacted to a little bit more of it, and you could see that he kept cutting them off right when they was talking, and to say the same shit over and over again. And then once they start talking, he goes, "Can I finish my statement? Can I finish?" You saying, "Can I finish?"
They showed that. Yeah.
He kept doing that the whole interview. So it was, I guess, it was very tension, I guess, for the problem they had before. Like, I won't put the whole blame on them, even though the answers were textbook, even though, you know, I'm not a fan of them. But if you're bringing somebody on your show and it's already tension, that tension is going to be read in the room regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I felt like there was already a little bit of tension, so they didn't treat them like as much as well as they probably would have treated another guest. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Like, and I do feel like also, I think they did the right thing by cutting them off, because I don't know why people interviewing these lame ass niggas anyway. But I do think that was the right thing to kick them off. But at the same time, I do feel like a bit of it is also a little bit of clout. You're saying like to say that you're the ones that we kicked them off because they hard, but like you already knew the type of people they was going to say your life. Right. I'm saying if you did any research on them, you'll see that on a lot of the episodes they already repeat themselves multiple times. They contradict themselves multiple times. I'm saying, for example, on the one that you did the reaction to on the Rumble page,
the one on Zerka.
I don't remember which one it was. I think it was like the part 3 of the Tiana Taylor thing or whatever, like that. And so they had sat there and they asked all the girls what their education was, right? Then made fun of the girls that didn't have a higher education. Then was like, "Oh, your education and your success is a hindrance to somebody that wants to marry you." It was just like mad weird, the things that they do. But at the same time, I do definitely feel like we all know what guests we're bringing on if we do some research. So y'all knew.
Right.
So y'all should have continued the interview. Honestly speaking, that was kind of disrespectful to your guests that you brought on there, whether you like what they're saying or not.
I agree with that. If you invite somebody on for the sole purpose of them being themselves, and then when they're themselves, you kick them off, you kind of defeated the purpose, or you was doing that just to kick them off. Which, to the credit, I mean, I'm sure there's times where they brought on people to specifically kick them off. So I guess this was a bit of karma.
Okay, yeah.
Like when they had, what's the rapping shorty name? I forgot the young John name. It wasn't Young Miami or something like that, but it was a young rapper on there, and they had her on. But it was like you kind of knew her points that she was going to already have. So when they kicked her off, it seemed real uncalled for because she was just being herself. You know what I mean? She was doing what she would have did if she was on anybody's show.
Who is it? You know the song they do or something?
I can't really think of shorty. It was like it wasn't Sukiyana, one of them, but it was one of them. I'll bring up the name so we can talk about it. But to me, it just didn't make sense for them to have her on and then kick her off. And even the audience didn't think it made sense to have her on, period, if you was just going to do what you did. You know what I mean?
I agree.
But I'm definitely going to play more of this so we can get some context. And hopefully I'll have the name of whoever that was.
Not playing. Oh, my goodness. They were not playing. And they make good points. What healthy relationship has this man ever been in? He's not even 30 yet. The most he could have been dating is for 15 years. The most. No, he's not even 30. How old is he? Was he 26? The most he could have been dating is 10 years. What healthy relationships has he been in? I don't even know how old he is. It doesn't even matter. The point is that he's not had any healthy relationships. And he's coming on these, and I loved how he was like, I'm tired, because he was like, let me finish. And he was like, no, because he just started talking over him, like he just punked him on the show because the guy is a punk. Look. So she's like, why would he do that?
Explore options.
Absolutely. Closed on your end, open on my end, and I think there should be honest between the two.
Why? Why would anyone agree to that?
You can't just go throwing that thing around. I spoke to.
Yeah, this is the part that it started on. So I'll say this too, like, and I think we talked about this in another podcast. It's just as delusional for you to think that a girl's just gonna let you cheat, as it is like when girls say, you know, she could be like ugly as hell and think she's gonna get a nigga like 6'7" that make $500,000. I think that they're equally delusional. So to say that point, you gotta look at how you talk to the girls. Like you say, oh, you know, you 200 pounds and a 5, you're not about to get nobody that's $500,000 a year, which makes sense. Same thing with women. Like you're not about to be like, you know, I can cheat and you're gonna stay home and be faithful and expect that to be the majority of women. It's a very minute amount of women that'll agree to that deal. It's delusional.
That's true. That's definitely true.
What you think about that, Nun?
You know, I think these niggas is out of line.
Well, not even on them specifically, but I mean on that point. You know what I mean? Like to say that you want your girl to allow you to cheat and her stay faithful is equally as delusional as thinking like every girl deserves like 100,000 or something. Correct?
Bruh. Me personally, I think every relationship has its own boundaries. So no one can just generally describe a relationship, but don't think that you're gonna do something to a person and they're just gonna. You can't account for someone's reaction to how you act towards them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody gotta have a different reaction. Just because you tap me, don't mean that I won't full blown cock back and punch you in your face. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You can never account for someone else's reaction. So to go around living your life that way is bad advice to give anyway. So it was just bullshit. It's all everything that they ever said never made sense to me.
And then the lady, she made a valid point, and it's something I always say all the time. Which call it most people that are in their 30s or in their 40s that's giving out relationship tips and do's and don'ts. A lot of them are single. You're saying and like you said, haven't been in a successful relationship, and they're comparing and basing love and relationships off of
not only successful relationships, healthy relationships.
Yeah, that's true, right? So like successful, healthy relationships. But on top of that, it's like the relationship they are complaining about are relationships they had when they was like in their late teens, early 20s. Like these are the times when you're making some of the biggest mistakes of your life. You know what I'm saying? And you want to be forgiven for the mistakes you made as you grow into adulthood. You know what I'm saying? Not even grow into as you settle into adulthood. So my thing with a lot of times people is like, I always tell them like those experiences that you went through taught you what boundaries you should have in that age. That's when you're learning your boundaries with a lover. You're saying, or somebody that you're in love or like or lust with. You learn from those experiences such a thing. You won't take those experiences and make yourself better. You're saying, and because once you're better, then it becomes a general thing that all men are this or all Scorpios are that. You're saying like, and it's just, it starts to get redundant because you're giving all this advice about what not to do, but you're not even in that same type of relationship yourself. Most of the dudes that be on here, they're not in a relationship. You're saying like even Kevin Samuels, RIP. I don't like that man, but RIP. You're saying like y'all still people that are talking real reckless about him passing away. Y'all crazy. I don't like him, but RIP and all shit. Like even
I wouldn't do that to nobody that died, and there's lots of people I don't like. Right.
You're saying like even with him, like the way he did pass, like he passed away on paid coochie. You're saying like he wasn't in a relationship. You're saying like all the comforts that you would want when you're older, he didn't have those things, but he was trying to teach a lesson after he failed in his own marriage, in his own relationship.
2 marriages.
Oh, well, 2. Shit. He failed in 2 marriages. You're saying like
divorced twice.
And then the message that they're sending him and also Fresh and Fit and a lot of others, I remember hearing them say that they supposed to, when you're 18, 19, you're supposed to be a princess still in your parents' house. You're saying waiting for a man to come scoop you, blah blah blah, right? Mm-hmm. So, and then they're saying that women like that are only looking for men with money or in a certain status, right? So they're telling people, and then they're telling people that that's the only people that they're looking for. That's the only girls that they're looking for is the ones that are in that type of mind frame. But isn't that still keeping the cycle going?
Right.
If you're still aiming for young girls, younger women, sorry, I'm not gonna say young girls, younger women who are looking for the things that you complain about as a man dating a woman, but then you still keep dating those same girls that you know, and then you say that relationships are crazy or bad and blah 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 blah. So it's just like I think that lady made a valid point.
And see, as somebody that's actually paid attention and watched a lot of their shows, I know that he actually dates one of the girls that I said that's weird that he don't talk to women because one of the assistants is actually his quote unquote what you would call girlfriend. But on that end, when you look at the dynamic where he supposedly can do whatever he wants and you don't really know what she's doing, I wouldn't call that a relationship. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's a stretch to call that a relationship necessarily. It might be, y'all benefit each other, y'all work together, and y'all fuck sometimes. She come over to the crib and y'all chill. But any woman that you don't really know what she's doing and you out doing you, if I'm out doing me, I'm going to assume whoever I'm dealing with is doing them, regardless to what agreement we made or whatever the case may be. Because that shit could all go out the window at any given second. To expect a woman to sit at home and get cheated on while maybe you don't even call it cheating because y'all agreed to it. But expect her to sit at home knowing that you fucking somebody else and she not doing nothing when women have plenty of access to men is foolish to me. Like, why would you think that?
Yo, oh my goodness. Story time, real quick, right? So I was dating this guy, whatever the case be, and I had hints that he was cheating, right? And I would talk to my cousin and shit, like, I think this nigga cheating, blah, 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 So then I end up sleeping with my ex or whatever. I felt it in my spirit. This nigga was cheating. You know what I'm saying? So, and it was just so much shit that was going on. And even another thing that I thought about him, like, it was just too much shit that was going on. So I ended up finding out that he was cheating, or it to be. And then we was having a discussion about it because he was talking about how he was using Shorty so she could buy him a car, right? So I looked at him right in his eye and I said, yo, then you should have told me that. You know what I'm saying? Because I would have let you go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Because I would have been saying right in the passenger seat after you got the car. But what you choose to do was you chose to sneak around. I'm a very cool, easy person to date as far as stuff like that goes. You know what I'm saying? As long as you don't lie to me, you're saying, and do secret squirrel shit. You say, just tell me. You're saying, I don't care about none of that stuff. But he did. So I was like, all right, that's fine. Which call it? Because I definitely slept over such and such. He was like, oh my God. He's like, I don't know what to do. I said, what's the problem? I said, you slept with somebody, I slept with somebody. He said, nah, it's different because I was the penetrator and you was the penetratee. Right. So he felt like because he had a penis that goes inside the vagina, you know what I'm saying? It's different as far as cheating goes. I was like, listen, baby, this ain't gonna work.
See, look, this is my point on that. I think that it is different, but this is the thing. Before anybody going on that, I think it is different for certain reasons, but it's irrelevant if I think it's different or not, because it's all about what the other person think. Like Nunn said, you can't choose how somebody react to something. You could think tapping somebody on the shoulder is different than getting punched on the face, but it's all about how they react to it. So regardless of whether you think it's different or not, how they react to it is the reality. If you don't get the desired result from their reaction, then it doesn't matter how you think they should react to it. It's how they actually react to it that matters.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion on it.
That's no, I think it's big. I think you're definitely correct. You're saying like perception is everything. You're saying like even sometimes people have gotten into arguments over texts because you read a text in a certain tone. Right. You're saying and that's not even the tone that they put it in.
That's not what you meant, but
so it of course it's however he reacted or whatever. But in my eyes, however whatever he saw was maybe have been different. But in my eyes, if you cheat and I cheat, we even. Right. You know what I'm saying? But once he said that line, I was just like, he done. It's over. You know what I'm saying? It's over. I'm done. I'm done with it. Music. I don't have time. But I'm definitely, one of the women that definitely would be like, okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I get that. I think the difference is not women and men. I think it's intention. Mm-hmm. And I think the stereotype is that when women cheat, it's an intention to leave. And then when men cheat, they just cheat and bust a nut. That's the only difference I can really see. Besides that, it's all about how the person interprets it. If they mad that you cheated and they want to go cheat back, you then can't get mad that they cheated back. It doesn't make sense.
So we gotta stop that narrative though, as men though. We gotta stop that narrative like men don't be emotional cheaters too. No, some men out here be emotional cheaters too. We try to act like emotion is not a factor. Niggas is just gonna bust a nut.
No, I agree with that. That's a fact. A lot of niggas that cheat because they girl stopped showing them affection or whatever. I mean, it's no excuse for cheating regardless of the reason. But it's a lot of niggas. You remember,
only women get away with that excuse.
Yeah, if a nigga be like, "Oh, my wife stopped touching me," ain't nobody gonna feel sad for him. It's like, well, you should have waited till she felt like it.
Like what was you doing wrong? You know what I'm saying? That's what they look at. So
so we gotta stop getting that narrative like, oh, men just cheat because niggas just wanted to bust a nut. Sometimes it's more than that.
Most niggas actually, I would agree with you, none don't cheat just to bust a nut, because if that was the case, you would just fuck your girl. It's something deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't fucking you for mad months, or you didn't feel no connection to her no more. She stopped feeling connection to you, and yeah, it's the same reason that
if you felt there was still baddies out there that needed it now, man, then you shouldn't have took it off the market. But nah, you was trying to be selfish. You seen Shorty and you wanted to trap her all up. Now I mean, nah, let her play the field too.
It's only right. Only right. You got something to say, honey, before I play the rest of the video?
I'm not just playing because I can go on forever.
It's about halfway done.
Dan, I spoke to Dan Balsarian.
Look. Let me finish. And then look.
Yeah, I'm sick of you asking to finish your long, boring answers that are the same answer every time we ask you a question. Even Dan Balsarian last week told me to my face, so fucking what, clown? Here you are on the show. I can turn you off as well. Just turn these clowns off. See you fellas, grow up, ring us back when you're 30 and you've got half a brain. You're not running around being led by your own dicks. Bye-bye. See you later.
The only problem I got with chicks like this, and I understand like the hate for FNF, they definitely look dumb right here. But you don't have the same energy when it's like other people talking dumb. Like me, I will say, like, if anybody talk dumb and I see it, I will say, like, that was dumb. she like you like people like this, they don't do that on the opposite end. Like even F and F, y'all never say when niggas is dumb, so that's why people look at y'all the way they do. If you went equally dumb on people, you would get a lot less scrutiny than you do, but you only put one narrative. And I think that this, she's reacting to it. I don't think she really even added nothing to the video. She could have not been in the video at all, and it would have been the exact same.
That right there is some big avocado ball size energy pummeling that man off the line. That's some big meatball energy there. He was like so effing. I don't think it's Big D energy yet, but that's some big meatball energy that just came and said, so effing what? Get out of here. Bounce. And you know what? It's about time, because you know what? These people stay in their echo chamber. They stay in their one little corner of YouTube, and they bring up inexperienced teenagers and young ladies in their early 20s who they themselves, if a woman is 22, how long could she possibly have been dating? If a woman is 18, the most she could have been dating is for what, 3 years? What experience does she have coming up on the show? So it's like they bring up these young ladies who don't know anything.
I 100% agree there. And that's why I think they get a bunch of scrutiny. Like, y'all can't be 30. I'm not going to say y'all can't. You're doing it. But to be 30 years old and then to bring 19-year-old girls on the show, that's not something I would recommend, because the gap there, like you say all the time, honey, and I agree with, and I think we all agree with, no sane person wants to try to beat up on somebody that's weaker than them. So to be in a position where you're 30 and you've been worked here and done this and that and want to combat or argue with a 19-year-old girl, I think that's a bad look that you're going to get. Even if you want to do it, that's fine, but you got to accept the scrutiny of the bad look that is.
Yeah.
What you think about that, Nunn? You think that if they're going to have this conversation, they should bring on different women? Do you think that
they never brought up? I've never seen them once bring up experienced woman who knows how to handle herself within conversation. They always try to stump these younger, like they just pointed out, they always try to stump these younger girls into saying something that they look crazy saying. You know what I'm saying? And that's not right.
Yeah, I hate that. That shit is whack. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, pink shit.
Don't make yourself look smarter than somebody by pointing out someone who's like unknowledgeable to the situation.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, you too young to argue.
It's punching down. Don't punch down.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Who don't have any life experiences, who don't know how to handle males like this. These Aussies did not play. So these are people who have probably been married. These are people who have lived. These are people who have experienced and had life experience with both negative and positive relationships. And they're talking to some 20-something-year-old dude talking nonsense, closed on your end, open on my end. They're looking for ways that they can humiliate, use, and abuse women. They're not looking for healthy relationships. They're not. And so, what do they call that? Steve Jackman or whatever? He got castled, he got rooked, he got checkmated, he got stalemated, he got all of that. When people with a larger platform, more influence and more knowledge, more experience, they're little sycophants. They handle business. Kudos to you.
I don't know what platform this
Kyle
is.
and Jackie O. Kudos to you.
Be a part of the live show.
I don't know what the original show was, the platform, but shout out to them. I'm gonna check out more Tanya TKO, because it's not that she's bad. If she supports this all around, like anybody talking dumb shit.
Did Brody freeze? Or did I freeze?
Yeah, we all froze for a second. My bad, y'all. That was me.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I thought my internet would wonky real quick.
No, y'all can still talk during that time when my shit freeze. It's not gonna freeze on your part.
I asked the question.
No, I couldn't hear you because my shit froze, but the rest of the internet can still hear you.
Wow. Hey, internet. How you doing?
But yeah, as far as her content, I think that it was a decent
I see a couple
reaction.
of her videos.
You see her videos before?
I think I've seen a couple of them. They pop up on my thing. I think I saw some of this one too before.
Okay. Yeah, this was a clean.
She don't be
reaction.
stage like that. It was a couple ones that I disagree. Which it was like something happened, probably to a woman, and she said something along the lines of like the mind that she had, like women, something had irritated me. But on a besides that, she's pretty decent as far as
fair.
reaction go. Yeah.
All right, bet. So shout out to Tanya and TKO for that reaction video. I definitely want to know what show that was originally that they was on, but yeah, when you give it out, and I don't know, I haven't seen them bitching about this situation or nothing like that, so maybe they are doing what I'm saying. But as far as like, if you dish it out, you gotta be able to take the castle. You know, if somebody don't want you on their show because of what you said, whether it's for clout or whatever, and you've been kicking people off, whether it's been for clout or forever, you can't really bitch when niggas kick you off. And I haven't seen them bitching about it, so I'm not gonna say they have been. I'm just saying in general, you can't complain about what you do to others if it get done to you. That's just a fact.
Yeah, he even when they posted it on their page, I don't remember what the show's called. Don't ask me. But I went to their page on Instagram, and they had the clip of it up of them kicking them off the show, and the one that's balding.
Oh, Myron.
That's the skinny one. That's the skinny one.
Myron, the taller one. Yeah.
Yeah. So, he wrote. I think he wrote on it, and wrote a whole paragraph about it.
Oh, he wrote it on like something on Facebook. I mean, on YouTube,
on Instagram,
on IG. Yeah, I don't got them on IG, so I wouldn't even know. So something else I wanted to talk about, and only reason I'm bringing this up because we had a conversation about this like a couple of months ago when he was relevant before, and now he's making himself relevant again, is the Adam 22 situation. People are still talking about his wife getting fucked. I don't give a fuck about that shit no more. He can let his wife get fucked if he wants to.
Now.
Apparently, he was on the very popular Whatever podcast. Shout out to the Whatever podcast if y'all ever check that out. It's very similar to Fresh and Fit in the essence, but it's like the white version. It's a lot less hardcore as far as the red pill shit goes. But he was on there having a dispute with another popular YouTuber, the Satanist Center. And the Satanist Center and Adam 22 got in a real heated dispute over his wife, and they almost got into a fight. Saint said he challenged him to the ones, and he said Adam 22 didn't want to. But Adam 22 left the show saying that he was going to do something drastic if he didn't leave, which kind of alluded to him being physical with Satan the Center. So I wanted to kind of bring that up. What do y'all think? Like, I'm tired of hearing about his wife getting fucked because we all know she got fucked, and that was something that he allowed or whatever. Who cares about how he feels about it? But I think this is interesting just because niggas is about to have fisticuffs over this shit. So
fisticuffs.
Why do niggas care this much? That's my question. What do y'all think about that? I mean, we've been talking about this. It's been over.
We tired of Adam 22 just like you tired of Adam 22, bro. Like, who cares? His shorty was creating content beforehand. He was creating content with his shorty. I mean, they was over there having, you know what I'm saying? He decided to let his shorty go and be on Black. That's on him. You know what I mean? He got to live with that. He got to live with that. You know what I mean? He the one that that's on the internet. You know what I mean? That's his business. Who cares? We identified him as a culture vulture. We identified him as a clout chaser. We identified him as somebody that's problematic to the community. And we still give him the platform and the narrative to do so. So it's like, it's beating a dead horse at this point. Like, if you don't like something, just stop following it.
That's a simple
at this point. Yeah, just stop following it. Stop giving it attention, whether negative or positive. Don't give it any attention and watch it not grow.
Yeah.
Or don't, you know? Either way. Unless you're trying to make content, which a lot of these people is doing. So I guess that's what the purpose is. Like they follow things that they don't like in order to try to make some type of controversial content. Because I don't understand why he would have even met with Satan the Center knowing what he's had to say about him in the past. And I don't know too much on that, but I know he's been very disrespectful in the past about the situation, as many other content creators have been. So you knew what you was going into.
I don't understand how everybody was in an uproar, but like, how many men is married Kim Kardashian? Like,
Four,
been with
okay.
Kim Kardashian or Kim's sisters or whatever the case, the whole Kardashian clan. Like, how many of these rappers dated strippers? How many rappers have kids with strippers and like content creators and
All of
things
them.
like that? Like, who cares at this point, man? Just because she's a white girl, like, okay, so what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Would you do it in your relationship? Is a big question. No, you wouldn't do it. Okay, that's it. They did it. So what? We're gonna keep giving them money for it? I don't understand it.
Nah, I agree with you, bro. It's beating a dead horse. Honestly, I'm also trying to get views. We trying to get views, so I'm gonna react to this because it was very recent.
Mhm.
But I just don't understand why niggas care so much, to be honest.
I ain't gonna hold you. I barely know shit about Adam 22. Because I don't really follow his content.
Mm.
I
So
do
he's
remember
the
he was with the other. I remember he was with the other guy, the other rude guy.
The pimp.
Nah, is he a pimp? I
Whack
don't know.
20, Whack 100.
No, not about
I said Whack
100.
22.
You talking about the
The
light
dude-
skinned boy, right? The poppy looking boy.
Yeah, the for no jumper.
Yeah,
or whatever.
his name like Sharp or something like that.
Yeah.
He a pimp. He used to be a pimp or some shit.
Oh yeah. So like I remember seeing clips of them together, and like I said, he was just problematic when I saw it. So I just never really followed them at all. You know what I'm saying? Especially how the Sharp talked to women. I remember I just recently ran across him with a girl. I was like, "Oh, you're not gonna do that shit to me." Yo, I loved her energy. You know, he tripped her up a couple times, but like you saying, like I love her energy because like the lady was saying, they don't bring on people who can really defend themselves against that type of attack from somebody, and they know that, which makes them whack. You know what I'm saying, and then I never liked that. Like I never liked how like when people go in the street and they campaign for certain things and they want to make fun of the other side, so they'll only show you clips of somebody that gave you like a crazy dumb answer, so that side looks stupid. You're saying like I feel like if we're gonna have open, honest conversation, the trickery should be done. You're saying like we should be able to have an open conversation, and you should conversate with people that can hold their own when you're talking and discussing issues like you had said earlier. So I just feel like he's whack all around. A lot of the other guys that got famous especially during the pandemic, they just was whack all around. Honestly speaking.
You got anything to say? Done before I react to the video? I agree with you, honey, on that one.
I don't know. I ain't got nothing to say about it, bro. I'm done with, like, No Jumper's been. It's like you used to watch No Jumper when it was entertaining. Just like everybody used to watch Vlad when it was entertaining. Now at this point, we see what they're doing. It's not entertaining anymore. Like,
Not me. And no matter what kick people be on, I don't normally get on a kick with them. Like I know especially if it's like hurtful to the community. Like I never really watched too much World Star. You know what I'm saying? Because World Star opened the door to a lot of the shit that's currently happening right now. You know what I'm saying?
World Star was the start of drill.
You know what I'm saying? Like all this stuff is like it's just crazy. I can't deal with it. I don't want to deal with it.
You ain't see niggas getting murdered on live, so World Star was showing all this shit, dog.
Paying people, drug addicts, money to fight each other. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This dude, it was just a horrible sight that really damaged our community. There's so many people out here right now that's just damaging our community.
Yeah, we want to be the opposite of y'all. Do not follow the trend. Do not damage our community any further. Try to uplift it as much as you can. If you see somebody and you can help them, help them. Don't let our community go to shit. Everybody want to be an individual, but you forget you got to go back to your community. We more alike than we are different, y'all.
In fact.
But I'm going to pull up this video so we can see it because I want to see why he was about to fight this nigga.
Soul is, and as much as like removing money from the equation, and honestly at this point I don't even think money is really the driving force.
Yeah, just to get it out there, me and her are both multimillionaires, and that's for many years. Yeah.
Right, exactly. So money's not the driving force. So
I'm not really doing anything with any of the money I make. I don't have any sort of like fancy habits or hobbies or anything like that. And she's the same way as me. I mean, we're into buying property and starting businesses and stuff like that, but it's not really about the money and what we can do with it because we don't really do anything with it. You're actually broke.
Here's the funny
You got a milk dud on top of your head.
Here's the funny thing.
I'm just being real with you.
If I was actually broke, it literally would mean nothing to me.
Why did you do an NFT scam on your fans for like $400? I don't want to listen to this guy anymore, and I feel like I might do something extreme if I were to stick around.
When I first walked in, I said,
I might
"Do you
have
want
to
the
polish that milk dud."
When I saw you downstairs, I said, "Do you want the fade?" And you said no.
Woo, guys, I got a doozy.
It definitely got heated. I'm gonna skip through some of the reaction because I didn't realize I downloaded a reaction. But why these niggas get so heated over that? Like, I don't understand it. Because Adam's been through multiple interviews after this. He didn't try to fight the bull that was clowning him that fucked his wife. I mean, everything was cool with that until the bull went on a spree clowning you afterwards. I don't understand the hostility here.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna skip the reactions and try to get to the look at some crannies of the video.
Monogamous, as if doing it for viewers kind of lessens the.
You like that? You like how I did that?
What does that mean?
We work with other people in terms of porn content, but besides that, we're monogamous.
So you have to be getting paid if they're sleeping with other people. You like that? You like how I did that? Let's work.
So you recently were involved. You did like a reality TV series, kind of, to see who. Correct me if I'm wrong. To see who would be the next person who gets to have sexual intercourse with your wife, Lena. Is that?
Well, the reality show was intended to find our first boy-girl threesome. So it was a 4-episode series on YouTube, and then the finale, the actual scene, is on our OnlyFans. Yeah.
And you guys did the scene's done.
The scene it's been completed. And decimated on the internet.
Who won the?
A guy named Lil D.
Lil D.
24-year-old gentleman from Harlem.
Is he a rapper? Or?
Adam writes, can't believe the world gets to see me bang my wife with another dude tonight on OnlyFans.
The person who's gonna my wife is Lil D.
Stop playing with me. Look at him laughing. Oh, this is so crazy.
Should we go upstairs right now?
I'm with it. I don't give a
Wow.
Let's do it.
Boy, the things I'm gonna do to you.
Oh, I'm excited.
I've never, ever been one of them niggas like we can hit it at the same time. I'll wait my turn. I'm going first. Like, I do not want to be in the room with you, my G. I don't know about that one.
Nah, I'll wait my turn.
Yeah, I'll wait my turn. I've waited my turn before. It's all good. None. Would you be in a room with another nigga? Like, have you ever been in them scenarios where you like high-fiving a nigga, tag team?
With that.
Yeah, I'm not with that.
I'm not with that. I'm not a tag team champion.
Why you ain't ask me?
Because I know the answer to that already.
I definitely high-fived my best friend. He was getting I was getting that high-five across, you know what I'm saying? I was getting some that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I was getting some head.
Wild times.
Did you have to kick Shorty out of there? Like, didn't one Shorty guy had to get kicked up out of there, didn't it?
Nah. My best friend, he was fucking with some girl. It was 2 different beds. So I was getting neck on a different bed. He was getting neck on the other bed. And then we high-fived each other, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wouldn't high-five another male. I've been in the room and getting my own cheeks while somebody else was getting their own cheeks in the whole own room. But I'm not going to interact with one Shorty and there's two joysticks there. That doesn't make no sense to me. Like, nah, I'm not doing that. I have my own Shorty and you could be 10 feet away in the same room. That's cool, but I'm not about to tag team one woman with that don't make sense to me.
That the joysticks.
Yeah, that's wild.
We're not on camera yet. Okay.
Wait, hold on. My bad.
I gotta be the husband of the year. Let me tell you, I am the one.
On the block all day with my wife and the dude I just banged her with. It's crazy to think how much of a flex that this is not, but he apparently is turning it into that because being a cuck is a kink to him, apparently.
Previously, there was this big thing where with Lena and Jason Love,
right?
That was a big thing.
That was her first time sleeping with another guy in 7 years of us being together, and she did that on camera. That was her first ever scene with somebody besides me.
And are you guys thinking of like continuing this trend, or like how do you feel about it? Because I've seen like some clips where you've kind of been like cool with it, but then others where you're kind of like, oh man, I don't know how I feel about it. Or
I mean, I was a little bit conflicted when she actually shot the scene with the other guy, just in the sense that, you know, she's going off and filming something with somebody else. I'm not there. When we shot the scene with the other guy, Lil D, I didn't feel any kind of weirdness about that. It was pretty mutual. Okay. So for sure that, definitely by the time we're done in the adult business, I'm sure she'll have shot other scenes with other guys and everything, yeah.
Okay.
There's not a damn thing in life I'm going to be conflicted with when it revolves around my...
Look, I'm going to give my other point on this. All right, like everybody's giving their fucking opinion on whether they would do it or not. All right, none of us would do it, but he did it, and he don't give a fuck, or he's at the point now where he doesn't give a fuck.
That's what I'm saying. Obviously, he don't even give a fuck. We giving it that motion. We caring about it more than he is. I don't care.
Yeah, it's so crazy to me because, like, porn stars have married porn stars. You're saying, and they've been married to porn stars that have done male scenes that continue to do
civilians.
You saying? I'm
saying married a bottom bitch.
I'm saying like everybody's so upset. Like he was doing porn with his wife, so she became a porn star. You're saying, and like, but people have been married to porn stars who have done girl on girl, male on male before. You're saying, and it was not the topic of discussion. You're saying
not for this long.
It's not for this long. Like, yo, bro, let it go. You're saying if she probably was already doing like private porn that he already knew about, now he let the world know that boom, I'm with a porn star and I'm also a porn star too. Whatever. You're saying like it's just like too heavy on the topic that don't matter.
They clowning him, but he's already said that doing scenes with her, he slept with over 400 women just doing scenes with her. He's winning. Fuck is you talking about? He got 400 bodies with his joint ski. He did have 400 threesomes. Minimum.
And he don't mind that his girls getting dick from another dude. Like, he don't care about it. Obviously,
he got his 400 in first.
Like, they so upset about the two niggas that she had sex with besides him. Well, he's already told y'all he slept with 400 to her too. Like, she's already doing shit on the internet that niggas is beating off to. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he was like, all right, you want to open up a door to your own little desires? I'll let you rock. You know what I'm saying? Because all these years, I've been fucking all these girls, like all these women. Like, I don't know why they just don't let it go.
All of them.
It's not even
because we, as you can tell, like these two dudes, right? Maybe let me include the other one. These three dudes right here, you know what I'm saying? Before they was able to fall into this niche and use people's like bitterness and suffering and all that shit to their benefit, you know what I'm saying? Like you could clearly tell they was not getting no coochie. They was not getting that. They not getting their dick. I mean, they just not what. None of that was happening. You saying so? Now they and then like if they talk the man talk. Like once again, I also tell people like it's cool and all when you preach whatever you preach. But for me, I can't look at you like you're telling the truth about things or you're really into it. If you're not even following the shit or fitting the narrative of what you're trying to preach. Those do not look like they do anything they say a man is supposed to do besides have money.
And that wasn't random. Like that wasn't like y'all always had money. So
that's why I'm mad. Because when you didn't have money, you was overlooked. And then you saw somebody else making mad bread, you know, saying things that you probably felt at a time, or and then you went and you imitated them, but you just on the other side of the feminist point. You the male version. Like, come on, of the extreme feminists.
Yeah, I don't know why these niggas is
I feel like, especially if you're in that type of industry for a certain, even if it just in general, when you in that type of industry, like you become desensitized to sex. So that's probably his shit. He probably like watching this girl get dick from other dudes. Like, that's not for you, then that's not for you. You know what I'm saying? It's not for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with that, but whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? At this point in time, you can't kink shame nobody for none of these shit at this point. They just let everybody do whatever they want to do. So just let the nigga be. Like, y'all giving this nigga more attention, he's getting more money and more views because y'all keep on talking about it.
When we become
especially since we all said, like, all the niggas said already, we wouldn't let our girl do it. All right, move on. Like, the nigga let his girl do it, though. Like, we all said already a million times, it couldn't be me. All right, that's enough.
Like, I'm telling you, when we become rich and famous and all that stuff like that, how much I talk about how Honey Goddess got 2 husbands and 2 wives. Don't talk about me, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they all gonna have to cook a certain meal: breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack. You know what I'm saying? So this is why they're here. And I'm gonna have my own private section at my own side of the house. Everybody's gonna have their own section of their own house, and we have a meat in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Don't be on here talking about me. I'm just trying to eat some healthy food.
Her spouses.
Nah, that's why they got to stay in their portion. I need my space.
She gonna be sick of her spouses, yo. Look at this nigga say
cook yet? Yeah. I don't know. I'm like, no.
All right, go do your thing. Go ahead, shorty. Be where you supposed to be. Yeah, this nigga Satan Sinner look mad. Why you look at him like that? Under his eyes dark.
You better never be no garbage in my house, yo.
He look like motherfucker Professor Xavier right now looking at this nigga. Shit crazy. He's got so much contempt for this nigga in his face. I don't understand why.
He is not. He got a face that mama could love.
What kills me more is everybody has this tag along mentality. Okay, he let 2 other porn stars fuck his wife, right? Because the other dude that he's talking about is a porn star too. So he let 2 other porn stars fuck his wife. Can you fuck his wife? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, can you fuck his wife? Will he allow
I was thinking the whole time. Like, you can't even get
like,
that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Can you take her away from him? Like, y'all talking like that, like, oh, he's some type of. Can you fuck her? He let these niggas fuck his girl.
Right.
He knows about it. It's not like she's sneaking around, whether she's enjoying it more or not. That's like
he fucked 400 of her friends. He's winning. For everybody she ever knew that was a female, he fucked. Like it had to be. He fucked all 400 of the people she ever met in her life. He can't lose at this point. She got lots of catching up to do. I don't know why.
Can you smash nigga? Like y'all talking all this hot. Can you go up to her and you think you can bag it? She'll let you smash?
Absolutely.
I doubt it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so why y'all still beating him over the head about that? Like, oh, this girl. Can you do it, my nigga?
This shit is weird. And he also look like he should be a part of like the Wayne's family. But like not though. It's like a mix of something, but with the Wayne's, his family bloodline. And his head is boy. All right, go ahead.
To say that he was conflicted means to me that this was her, but now that he has allowed this agreement in your boundaries while in.
Is this for the money or just like you're like, this is what I'm called to do?
Pay attention.
I would say it's primarily for the money, the same way that probably most of the girls here wouldn't be naked on the internet if they didn't have OnlyFans that were profitable for them. But at the same time, I mean, me and her have been hooking up with other girls for the duration of our relationship, and we actually had one off-camera boy-girl threesome with my wife and a friend of mine within like the first month that I met her. We were out.
That's your point, honey, when you said that. They probably had private joints where boy, girl. That was exactly what you said earlier.
drinking one night and we ended up having some fun in that sense. So it's not like completely
he been doing
outside the realm of things that I would do for free, but we don't have a lot of crazy off-camera sexual experiences. Almost everything that we do that's out of the ordinary is on camera.
Your alarm bell should be going off right now because prior to doing this video with his wife, he was already a multimillionaire. So ask yourself, what is the soul, the decrepit layer of a soul of a human being that's already filthy rich, doing the most abhorrent
So if there was no
being that he already did a boy girl with his wife a month into the relationship. Whoa.
So is there, because I don't know what you're worth, but I have a sense that you're doing reasonably well. So if there was no money to be made, would you continue on with it?
I think that was a conversation that her and I had that made us realize that we wanted to kind of start pushing the boundaries of what we were doing on camera. Was she said, do you really think that we're going to be together for the next 20 years and that we're never going to swap or bring
He's not answering the question.
Penis into our sexual situation? And I said, no, I definitely feel like I'm comfortable enough that I could see us doing that as time goes by. And then we ended up actually orchestrating it on camera.
Are you bisexual?
No.
Okay. All right. Let's sign up. All right. So with regards to bringing the other dude in, would you say that was primarily driven by her?
I would say it was very mutual. We just kind of realized that, after doing that Jason Lowe scene, we just didn't realize how viral the whole thing was going to be. And so we kind of got set on the path of thinking about how we could take it to the next level, because it ended up being like by far the most viral thing that any of us had ever been involved with. So at that moment, we kind of realized like, oh, this is kind of our thing now. We have to sort of push at the edges of our conventional relationship. And the people will be incapable.
Right.
Well, I mean,
ain't
mostly
not conventional.
Well, I mean, we sleep with other girls, but off camera, our relationship is entirely traditional.
Crazy. All right. So what I'm really trying to figure out is, because you said you were uncomfortable with the Jason Love scene initially, right?
I was a little conflicted about it. It was a little bit of a weird thing.
And so I'm trying to figure out like where your soul is, and as much as like removing money from the equation. And honestly, at this point, I don't even think money is really the driving force.
Yeah, just to get it out there, me and her are both multimillionaires and have been for many, many years. Yeah.
Right, exactly. So money's not the driving force. So if it were just up to you and she were a robot as opposed to a human,
I think Adam
and you could have it to where you could have things open on your side but closed on her side, would you prefer that?
Good question.
To be honest, she came to me before we started kind of pushing out the boundaries of our relationship, and she said, what do you think that we should do? Do you think that I should just kind of hang it up and have another kid? Or do you think that we should keep doing this for a few more years and kind of see how far we can take things? And I said, you know what, let's push at the edges. Let's see how far we can take this. So it is primarily a financial thing, but also I can say that when we shot the scene with this other guy the other day, I had a great time. It was fun overall.
Like your time was enhanced because he was there. Because me personally, I like my meat to be the only one on the sandwich.
Right. I was excited. It was exhilarating for sure.
Like, what kind of...
Now, Adam, probably unbeknownst to him, is actually in a very precarious situation at this junction in the conversation, because he's allowing Saint motivation. Then he asks, implies that it was a mutual decision. 22 didn't even answer the question.
Yeah.
Okay.
In a different way than, sleeping with other girls. We've done that hundreds of times together. So this was something that switched it up a little bit,
Do you think with all of these unusual sexual experiences that it might lead you down a path to where you have to go to extreme things to get off?
No, I've been jerking off to the exact same type of content my entire life. So the idea that guys who watch porn have to sort of slowly get into more and more extreme
I'm not talking
content.
about watching it. You're in it.
Right, yeah. But I mean, I've been doing porn on camera with her, and this is the only thing that we've done that took it to another level.
Again, another contradiction. The fact that you're so used to and been involved with watching porn your entire life was the preceding event to you wanting to be a part of it, which is the preceding event of you wanting your wife to be a part of it with other men.
If we did 7 years straight of just having sex with other girls on camera, this is the only thing that we've done that kind of opened it up a little bit, to the tune of us becoming like probably one of the most viral couples in America in the past year. So in terms of where we could take it, I mean, I'm not doing any gay shit. And so that's probably like the primary thing. We've had obviously people asking us if we would ever shoot with a trans person. I'm not interested in that either. So I can't really think of where we would take it.
Okay, without belaboring it, I'm gonna let you carry on.
Sure.
Just one last piece. Sometimes we aren't really, seeing ourselves in as much as you said. She brought the conversation to you. You said,
like, they keep digging, like, like they are purposely they're trying to put them in a corner, and everybody can see that. Several people that want to shame him. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're trying to put him in a corner, trying to make him say something that would be like either like super gay or something like that, or something along the nature. Like, they're trying too hard, and it's like irritating. So I can tell, I can feel his irritation because I feel it myself.
Right.
Like, ugh.
It's like, all right, y'all keep saying it. We already talked about this a million times too, so I get it how it could be frustrating to this nigga.
that you didn't feel comfortable initially with the Jason Love being involved in.
Well, I agreed to the Jason Love thing. It was just once it actually took place, I had a tiny amount of buyer's remorse that I quickly replaced with realizing, like, oh, this is not a big deal. Nothing changed in our relationship after she shot with another guy. So that was pretty abated quickly.
Right. So it's like called the inversion of morals, which is to say that truth be told, in your heart of hearts, you're not comfortable with it. You want to retain your spouse.
I've had moments of
one second. I didn't interrupt you.
With it,
I didn't interrupt you at all because I do want to hear you out.
You're kind of pushing like a fake narrative by saying that I'm uncomfortable with it.
But I never interrupted you.
Very comfortable.
I never interrupted you because I want to hear you out.
I just wanted to save you a little bit of breath by correcting you. Before
I'm not trying to get you angry. I sincerely am interested in what you have to say, but I didn't interrupt you one time. So the reason I ask is because, as I said, you started off, you said that you felt uncomfortable when it happened. She brought up the conversation. You're not bisexual. So sometimes when things happen and you want to keep your lady, you make the adjustment, compromising, but in your heart of heart, that's not really what you wanted. So you're being open, and then you had this idea planted, and then you start adopting it, thinking like, okay, well, I'm okay with it. Maybe it's something that I signed off on too. So you assign it mutuality when in actual fact, the inception of that idea came from her and you've adjusted to it.
I wouldn't say the inception of the idea came entirely from her. This is a conversation we've been having throughout the entirety of our relationship as we met more and more male performers that I was comfortable with, and sort of slowly over time realized that this was something that we both felt comfortable with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so when you say that you were comfortable with, right, and it came over time, whereas with the females, it just came straight away, almost like a natural thing, you might say.
Right.
So why in terms of when the guy comes along, there has to be a process, because there's a process of adjusting to something that's unpleasant?
Great question.
Fair use.
Why was there a process that it took some adoption? What are you asking?
Yeah, it seems as though different.
I'll say this, and this is a point that I think that he already knows the answer to, and he's already saying that he's gotten past it. We know as men that when we think of women that we're dealing with, as far as you saying that's your exclusive woman, to be entered by another man is going to initially, I don't care where you are, it's going to throw you off a little bit. He's saying that he's overcome that point because he's done it so many times. It's only fair that he allow his woman to do that. And he's admitting that initially he felt a little bit off by it, like most people probably did. Like, when she probably saw him fuck another girl for the first time, it was probably off-putting to her. So I think that point is mute, because anybody in that situation, for the most part, I think, may feel a little bit off-putting. But honestly, I think for a lot of these couples, that's part of the fun of it, if that's what they do, is that it's a little bit uncomfortable to see their partner do that. It's kind of the turn-on point. I think, anyway. You muted.
I definitely agree. So I'm gonna bring it back once again. They digging. You say they digging. Like what you call it? Like, I'm pretty sure throughout their marriage, they've had talks about things that both made them uncomfortable, especially in the field that they're in. You're saying, like, so. To say that, because at one point he was uncomfortable, this means for the entirety, of the time, you're always gonna feel some type of way. You're saying, you're trying to say he's programmed by what you call it. He's already informed. He slept with other men's wives, and their husband was right there. He's already seen it so many times where, like, with his wife, when them having that discussion, which called it, they waited a while. They make sure they had a kid first before they opened the door to the world that they was already in. Like, I don't get why they just don't leave the subject alone. They want him to react.
No, I agree with that. Because at that point, you understand, most people in those situations, they probably had a little flinch, like, oh my God, my partner is having sex with somebody else, and then they got over it. That's all he's saying that happened.
And then the females came naturally, and it seemed to not be an issue.
It was a very clearly worded question. I think
it came naturally because he was the one doing it.
Get himself
I'm sure
out
she
of it.
didn't come naturally to him. I'm sure she felt some type of way a little bit.
So he diverted
not
his
bad,
attention.
but you know what I'm saying? Just a little flinch. Like, all right.
Donated $200. I guess it is fair that you get to bang other girls, so logically she should get outside D. Still, gotta be tough to see another dude rail your woman. Also, paging Butler, these folks need your wisdom.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this dude gets it, that of course it's going to be a little awkward for you to go through the transition of seeing your girl do that for the first time. But ultimately, she told me, even up until the moment that she was leaving the house to go shoot it, she's like, I won't do this if you don't feel comfortable with it. Mm-hmm. And I told her, even though there is a degree to which I don't feel comfortable with it, I'm still willing to give this a shot because I realize the underlying value. And I mean, to be honest, we've both made 7 figures off of that one scene in and of itself.
And I believe that. I don't doubt the financial aspect at all. But like, for example, I know maybe people watching might not be able to relate to this, but say once you cross 2.
Man, look, for 7 figures, you can fuck any one of my bitches you want. For 7 figures? 7 of them? Look, I won't watch the shit, but
the whole thing is that he's comfortable with his relationship is that his woman fucks another man, and she goes out and fucks another man, that it doesn't affect the way that she had sex with him or her sexual desire for him, or nothing's gonna change. And they have that comfortability within their relationship to do so. I mean, I don't understand. Like, if you're gonna be open towards it one way, you gotta be open. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be understanding towards it all types of ways. We try to understand, like, they trying to force us to understand the him, her situation and the pronoun labels, but Adam 22 is so fucking baffling. It's just easy. It's their relationship and it's their dynamic. That's it. Why are we so in tune with what other people got the fuck going on all the time?
That's what be popping on the internet. It popped up. Everybody was doing it.
They, like, how do you say it? They dig it. They want him to respond crazily. They want him to say something that's like outlandish. They looking for a headline. They want Adam 22 says X, Y, and Z. Like, so far, like he like he said, they have one unfilmed boy, girl joint where she had a threesome basically, and it was his friend. He said it was my friend. It was my friend. And the other 2 times she did it, it was with other male performers.
Porn stars. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, porn stars. Like, this is the industry that they're in. This is like, I'm not understanding.
Yeah, I don't get it either. It's plenty of guys. Like, niggas used to be pimps in the 70s, and they main joint that they lived with and slept in a bed with used to have a shift. Like, all right, like this is nothing new.
But you know what? I think that's because the mass amount of public don't know the behind the scenes of like porn. Like, some people be having a significant other on set, in between the scenes, like,
big facts.
You know what I'm saying? In between the scenes, they do. You know what I'm saying? Right there on set, while it's being filmed, you watching your partner get blamed out, or
they be what they call them, warmers, when the girl be, what they call them, fluffers, whatever. They be
fluffers. Yeah, some of these spouses be fluffers too.
Like,
I got you, babe. So yeah, this is nothing new. So I don't know. I mean, they got the reaction eventually they wanted because he eventually stormed off, which I'm not going to say leads me to believe this, but it gives me the option to believe that this might have been something that was discussed between them. because I don't even see why Adam would have got pissed off. He's handling it extremely well. You get what I'm saying? Like, he's not letting them move him off the square. He's giving straightforward answers. He's not letting them bully him into being in a corner where he's acting like a bitch. So I don't see why he would have got to that level unless he himself also wanted a viral moment, which I don't blame him for.
Because he need to what he needs to do is put his foot down and really just tell him, like, do you think you can fuck my wife? And if they feel gangster and they say, yeah, go ahead, try and see where it gets you.
Facts.
And that's it, basically. Like,
leave it at that.
That's it. Like, I don't understand it.
Got anything else on you before I hit play?
Oh, yeah. One thing that None Better has said, about how they look at sex, I'm that way. I personally feel like sex does not equal love. You know what I'm saying? And love does not equal sex. I feel they both enhance each other, but they two different things. So I don't personally feel like if the person I'm with sleeps with somebody else, they love me less. I don't think that way. Like, especially if they're still treating me the same way, like they always treated me. I don't feel no type of way if they step with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't bother me. Because I just don't look at sex as you saying, like, as something that it's gonna like change how they view me. So, but yeah, that's what I say.
Right.
$1 million, right? Have you found that there are a significant number of things you can do with money that you can't do when you have 2 million versus say 15 million?
I'm not really doing anything with any of the money I make. I don't have any sort of like fancy habits or hobbies or anything like that. And she's the same way as me. I mean, we're into buying property and starting businesses and stuff like that, but it's not really about the money and what we can do with it because we don't really do anything with it.
It's so crazy because you're hearing him say at one junction, it's not about the money, but then you just hear him say that it was money motivated.
No, he didn't say it wasn't about the money. He just said that he doesn't spend his money to do crazy things. Just like a lot of powerful people that don't need billions or more dollars, they still go get billions or more dollars. He never said, oh, I don't care. You know, I need to spend this money on this. You know, a lot of rich people just want to be more rich.
And also, he also was saying, like, we're not doing this if we don't get money. You say, like, we're not out here putting a video out for free. So, like, it's always really about the money because we wouldn't be doing this if he wasn't getting money. You saying that? That's what his point was. And then his later on point, like you said, is like, okay, yeah, I'm not taking the money and just splurging and shit. I'm using it for other things because, but I'm still doing it for the money. Like, I don't get what you're not getting here.
It's still about the money. Just because I ain't buying a Lamborghini with it don't mean I'm not still wanting money for what I do.
Perfect.
None, you got anything to say about that before we move on?
Nah, I ain't got nothing to say about it.
He is not everything, fellas. There should not be a man that is watching this caustic mark that you left on this.
Right. So when you say there was an underlying value,
probably just money primarily.
Oh, mute, None.
Yeah.
No, it's not like you fixed it.
But then also,
I think, you guys, all right, wait, go ahead.
Like the video, y'all. Subscribe.
I think that's a checkmate.
Podcast.
Right there, that's a checkmate. Let one of the
morals over money at the end of the day, gentlemen. Don't become like Adam, who's a fake happy dynamic. The Satan the sinner's asking these questions from morality is strong suit. Let's actually fast forward to the rage quit later in the.
Here's the point. You're currently a cocktail server, which consists of, hey, I'll have a Jack and Coke.
Hold on. How we get there? What's happening?
Forward to the rage quit later in the conversation. I'll say it's about 30 or so minutes later, so we can see what ticked Adam off to get him to walk out.
Here's the point. You're currently a cocktail server, which consists of, hey, I'll have a Jack and Coke.
Nice rack
and then you walk away, tell someone else Jack and Coke, they hand you a Jack and Coke, you come back and bring it back to me and hope that I would give you a good tip. That's your skill set.
And what about it? It's a hard work. And what about it? It's a hard work. And what about it?
Yeah, there is no skill set is the point, which is to say if I took your brain, and placed your brain into a man's body, you would be in poverty.
You caught me.
Because you're brainless. Carrying on.
You're right, yeah.
How do we get there?
I'm just good for nothing. Yep, you caught me.
No, you are good for something. That's why you have OnlyFans, and that's my point. Is that that's what you're good for?
This is crazy.
And I'm not trying to be rude, but it's just that
I think you are trying to be rude.
No, I'm just being honest.
No, I mean being honest. Do you even know who I am as a person? I mean, before like throwing these insults that I'm just this brain dead fucking woman who has nothing to offer.
I think we should avoid ad hominem.
But is it ad hominem when you actually? There were some, but
brainless might be a little.
Do you even know me? Like you don't even, and you're only calling me brainless because I'm the only one responding to you.
Do you think?
You know what I think has him a little bit upset? Just so you know, every girl sitting on this side of the table earns more money than him.
Yeah.
Stop.
He's an imposter. He's been outed in the past.
And he's mad about it.
He basically
LARPs
as a rich guy on the internet.
Now, just to give a little bit of context, Saint was going back and forth with the young lady who I believe has an OnlyFans or some degree of sex work and was talking to her regarding her relative worth or utility on the planet. As to say is that if you take your skill set and if you were to become a man, well, you wouldn't be worth much to this world. Adam interjects because this is an attack to Adam as well because he's into S work as well.
I was absolutely poor.
On behalf
it would mean
of
nothing.
all the girls,
it would mean nothing.
I think we all are kind of in agreement that we don't really want to sit here and listen to someone who's basically a scam artist tell us what's wrong with our lives.
This is amazing.
What do you do for work?
I'm
How do you make
on the
money?
edge of
What do you
walking
do
out,
for work?
Brian. I'm gonna be totally real.
And
I'm not walking out on like a
What do you do for work?
I just don't really want to listen to a scam artist tell me what's so wrong with our
Google my
lifestyles,
name.
right?
You can Google my name right now. You can Google my name.
If you Google his name, you'll be exhilarated.
I hurt your feelings earlier, and
you didn't hurt my feelings at all. It's just you're trying to do this whole moral superiority thing, and it's not working because you're broke.
Your feelings.
You're actually broke.
Here's the funny.
You got a milk dud on top of your head.
Here's the funny thing.
I'm just being real with you.
If I was actually broke, it literally would mean nothing to me.
Then what's up? Then prove
why
it.
did you do an NFT scam on your fans for like $400?
Silly.
Checkmate.
Silliness.
This guy's a scammer.
The first time when I saw this, I was saying to myself, oh, they must have a particular history. If you guys know what this history is, feel free to leave it down in the comment box down below because I'm not familiar with it. But I find it so odd that Adam says you're trying this morally superiority thing, but it's not working because you're broke. What does money have to do with being morally superior? I think Adam's completely wrong here. The moral superiority that he's juxtaposing to the decisions that Adam 22 has made in his life is bothering Adam. This is his deepest fear and his deepest insecurity. Now that he's out of the digital bubble where he feels
you're not.
I'm gonna leave interacting with somebody who is making him.
I'm ready. It's like it's crazy to me. Like that's what pisses me off. It's like when people on both sides of the end of the spectrum of what's going on between men and women, when they purposely refuse to get the point. You're saying you're purposely trying not to understand the other person. You're saying because you're not even listening. You're just hearing to combat. You're not even trying to hear the other side because you just want to showcase how your side is so much better. That's what he was talking about. And this is what this dude's doing right here too. Like it's just so annoying to me. Like just stop it. Like come on. Nah.
None. You got anything to add to that?
Niggas don't know who these bitches is fucking on an everyday basis, D. And they worried about a man who knows exactly who smashed his chick and he got paid for it.
7 figures.
Right. They more worried about it and they have more, oh, he's a cuck, so his whatever he's saying, his word is not. That man got paid for that. He's a porn star, his girl's a porn star, and y'all watched it. Y'all all paid to watch it. And if you ain't paid to watch it, somebody you know or somebody about it, somebody paid to watch it and he got profit off of it. And y'all mad. So now y'all say he's a cuck, he's this, he's that. Like, come on. It's not making sense. Like, and I understand what Adam 22 is saying with Saint and Sinner. Like, bro, you sitting there trying to demoralize these women, these chicks, and saying you're better than, but every one of these chicks make more money than you. So what are we talking about here? Like, okay, whatever their choices, morally choices, that's for them to decide when they get. But as of right now, you want to stand on base of how you're a what these red pillars call themselves? a high value man. You're a high value man. You make this amount of dollar amount. You make, and that's most of the time when they get on these podcasts. That's what they talk about. Being a high value man is how much money you have in your pocket, and now all of a sudden you're trying to switch it to morals. Come on, when they pulled the money card on you, you had to flip the game. Like, I don't, I'm not understanding. They moved the chessboard so much. It's giving me
does not identify as a red pillar. He actually beef with them a lot, so I don't really know because there's a lot of niggas that say they're not red pillar.
Does he not identify himself as a high value man? I've heard him say it quite a couple of times.
No, he does. I believe he would say that. Yeah.
So
where?
I don't know.
Where?
I don't know.
So like attractiveness is not on his list. I'm not there.
I guess that's not as the highest value. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
That was a good point though, Doug. Like you can't say what does money have to do with it if one of the key components of being on your level is money. You can't then try to neglect it when they bring up money. It's part of it. Higher value than you because you basically get value off your money.
Yeah. She can say she has higher value than you because she has more money than you. They make more money than you for their OnlyFans. Oh, but you're saying you're high. You have a higher value. You're a higher value man. If she makes more money than you, then she has a higher value because that's what you're basing your values off of.
Yeah, I agree with that.
What you can provide and give to a woman, and if she's saying basically, I don't need you, and I use my own body, and I'm comfortable with doing this, and morally it's not bothering me. You're just trying to find a way to beat her down at this point. And you're losing an argument with a woman at the end of the day. So how
we see you out here. We see you out here. Okay.
Oh, none spitting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's spitting.
He's spitting. Mm-hmm.
Feel the consequences of his actions. There goes the inevitable rage quit. Let's watch.
So,
Is that a job as
I
an actual
think
scammer?
I'm gonna leave, and if any girls want to leave with me, I'd be happy to take you with me.
He's rage quitting. It's not a rage quit. It's just you're not.
I would have tried to take the hose with me too. I ain't gonna hold you.
Not on the level of me or any of these girls.
Guys, hold on. Let's just take a little pause.
I didn't mean to make him rage quit.
I'm done, bro. I don't want to listen to this guy anymore, and I feel like I might do something extreme if I were to stick around.
When I first walked in, I said,
might
"Do you
have
want
to
the fade?"
polish that milk dud.
When I saw you downstairs, I said, "Do you want the fade?" And you said no.
Okay.
See what you
When I first walked in, I said, "Do you want the fade?" You said no. We could have took care of that before the show started.
Did you?
Why was they about to fight? I have no idea. Y'all know in the comments. Why these niggas
when I came in
to a fight? Let us know. I don't really see what got here, but I'm gonna let it play out.
When I came in downstairs, the first thing I said when I saw him, I said, "Do you need that fade?" And he said, "No, it's just content."
Oh, I didn't know you guys had like.
Yeah, as soon as I walked up, I said, "Do you need that fade?" And he said, "No, it's just content."
Oh, but I mean, like, did you guys have like a previous?
Yeah, because I went on No Jumper. He waited until I left the state of California, and then he started talking crazy. And I said, if you had an issue with Marquette Devon Burton, you could have said that to me when I was right there in your studio.
Yeah, girl.
Like, you don't have to wait until I leave.
Did you do an episode with him? I don't listen.
I was like, you don't have to wait until I leave.
I don't know.
And then he DM'd me on Instagram.
You ain't no phone back. Jesus Christ.
But I can't hear you that well, none.
Oh, hold on, my bad. Hello, you get me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, ain't no way in hell a nigga named Marquette.
Yeah.
A nigga named Marquette is over here acting tough.
You're mad now.
Yo, ain't no way in hell. What is this Marquette? Nah, boy, go shit in the corner. Yo, sit down. Sit down, my guy.
You can't have no funny name around none. He gonna frame you for it.
Nah, Marquette as a gangster is crazy. Nah, Marquette Devon Marcus. Nigga, who? Sit down.
He made me start the video over by accident.
Nah, you need to run it back to when he said his name. Chill. Hold on. You gotta run that back because he was trying to stand on business.
Oh, you said
Marquette. What?
The super villain. You come back. It's like your phone fade, and he said no. It's just content.
Oh, but I mean, like, did you guys have like a previous?
Yeah, because I went on No Jumper. He waited until I left the state of California, and then he started talking crazy.
Your John, give it like background a little bit.
And I said, if you had an issue with Marquette Devon Burton, you could have said that to me when I was right there in your studio. But you don't have to wait until I
episode with him. I was like,
you don't have to wait until I leave. I don't know. And then he DM'd me on Instagram like, hey, bro, we got to like do a show when you come back. It's like, you're phony.
Are you leaving?
Yeah. The super villain. The super villain.
What?
Wow.
I'm the super villain? What? Nobody wants
No,
to
I'm the
see
super
the show.
villain.
Yeah,
Wow.
because you're a fucking dick and you're an idiot.
She is angry. She wants her clout. She has like a tear in her eye.
Go talk to Adam.
She has a tear in her eye. That's
So Adam Rage quits. He never comes back to the show. And honestly, I think that for the continuation of his career, he made a fantastic decision. Because he's probably thinking to himself is that he's going to be made into...
Man, he made a fantastic decision by walking off the show because he knows he's going to get clicks and all he's going to do is get more money. Shit has nothing to do with him trying to save face and none of that. He's smart. He knew he was going to make a viral moment. He's like, if I got to sit here and listen to this nigga, I might as well make it go viral and bring myself more attention.
Mm-hmm.
He's not leaving because he think, oh, his career about to end. Are you kidding me? If his wife getting fucked on camera didn't end his career, why would this conversation end his career? Let's be real.
Huh?
Fuck is we talking about right now? I think that's the end of it, though.
Okay.
Definitely not by no nigga named Marquette, though.
Yo, shut up.
You can't let him live. You cannot let him live with his mama name.
Marquette Burton, chill. This is crazy.
Every time I hear Burton, I think like the Nightmare Before Christmas and shit, Tim Burton and shit. Every time I hear that last
I'm
name.
looking at saying it because that shit killing me. It sounds like you underwater. You in a little submarine out here. Yeah, get together, you know?
Sound like you diving in some cootie cat and it's wet. Headphone all in the cootie cat.
Hey, yo. I'm gonna need you to get it together too. You know what I'm saying? I did have one point to make. You know what I'm saying? Like on your screen, there's a little thing where like it has like a microphone.
Oh, here we go.
Yo,
I'm really happy you listening to it. You should say some bullshit.
All we
like,
need
nah,
you to
but
do
for real.
is whenever you about to say the shit that you be saying, just press the little microphone. It's gonna solve all our problems because you be acting up out here.
Oh man.
Yo.
So anybody got anything to say before we wrap up for the night?
He upset because they don't want to get it wet for a nigga named Marquette.
Yo, shut up.
Yo, get out of here.
Yo,
Yeah, I'm just saying though. That's what it sounds like to me.
Like on Marquette, he just got here. You know what I'm saying? He just got here. It ain't
recently arrived.
I just asked you if you wanted the fade, and you said it's all content.
No.
I'm gonna be throw up right now.
Light on Marquette. You know what I'm saying?
Like, who came all the way here to fight them? Like, ain't nobody come all the way here to fight. I'm just gonna leave.
Yo, first of all, if I got money like that, I'm not fighting you, bro. What are we fighting for? So you can sue me? So I can punch you in your face and you can sue me? No. First of all, that's why he turned down the fade. Like, bro, I got more money than you. Me fighting you is not gonna get me no points. Like,
facts.
Marquette. I'm stuck on that. That's crazy.
Light on Marquette.
Yo, I'm signing off on that one. It's your boy, none better than me. Marquette can't get it wet. So,
hey, shut up.
So holla at your boy, Out Heree Podcast, as per usual.
You already know, y'all. We are going to be back on tomorrow on Instagram. Make sure y'all follow us on Instagram. I thought I had it somewhere on the banner. Yeah, right here under my name. If y'all see that, it's Out Heree Podcast on Instagram. Make sure y'all follow us on there. We are going to be on again next Wednesday on YouTube. Tuesday, we're going to be back on Rumble. It's been a minute, but we're going to pop back on Rumble. Don't forget to check the fellas out on POF or Out Here Podcast Uncut. Check out Honey on all platforms. She on POF and will be on many more platforms. Shout out to all the hosts that were unable to be here. You got Drew Too Cool, and you got Chanelica with the Bellica, who we all love, and they'll be here on the next show, hopefully. So, anybody got anything else before we dip out of here for the night?
Yeah, me, because I didn't get to say nothing. You say
I asked everybody, and you.
No.
Stand for. Hold on. What you trying to say? Stand for what?
B stands for beige because I'm never light skinned.
Yo, don't let her figure out how to do things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, honey, my bad.
So all I wanted to say is they whack, right? But I found this popping ass song. It's mad popping. I forgot how to say it now because I'm a little up there, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, right? It's this song. We can't play the short, right?
Maybe.
Okay, so it's like Becane.
Becane.
Yeah. And it's by like Yami, Yame.
Yeah, man.
Listen. Don't be out here correcting. Just be out there searching.
I was definitely
that was not fair to me. You saying it was not fair to me. I don't like it.
Wow. I was confirming, but okay. Yeah, we're gonna find a way to play it, but stall time, honey, and so I can play it.
Okay, so like this song, I don't know. It's my new favorite song in the world. I don't know what happened. And then as far as those dudes go, they mad whack. Once again, I just want to put it out there. They mad whack.
Out there again.
Like, yo, stop, yo. I'm never gonna support an extreme feminist because it's like, hey, yo, you saying? And then these guys right here, why y'all be supporting them? Like they, like a lot of y'all got daughters. Like it be wild to me. I just don't get it. You saying like, yeah, like we need to get it together. I know I heard none better say earlier, it's just causing more friction. You're saying within the communities because it is. Like, stop it. Be understanding. Be the person that you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should be doing and striving for your best. Like, come on now. Let's get it together out here. Using anybody for any reason, whether it's, you know, SCX, whether it's freaking money, like, that's whack.
Mm-hmm.
You all the way around whack. You're saying? Plus, the other person is definitely into you.
I have found your song. I think we gotta talk through it a little bit, but we could play a little bit of this song, I think.
Okay.
Yame, don't copyright us.
Yeah, please. We just want to share it and let people know about the shit. I found it and you're super dope and it's like amazing. I fell in love with this song. It's my favorite song. And who I love. Right now, for this moment, for the changes.
Fair use. I don't know why it's fair, but I said it anyway. I don't know why it's fair use, but I said it anyway.
I don't know.
That's it, right?
I don't see that.
You don't hear the song?
No.
What? You can't hear the song in the background?
No.
That's weird. Hold up.
No, can you hear the song? Is it just me?
I hear that shit loud and clear.
You hear it right now?
Yeah, I hear it.
Okay, yeah. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna leave and come back because I can't hear it.
Hold up. Yeah, I wanted to make sure she could hear it. I don't know why she couldn't. She could hear me talking, so I don't know why she couldn't hear that at all. But none say he could hear it. So let us know if y'all can hear it. And please, nobody copyright strike us. Please, Jesus. Fair use. All right, we got Honey back.
I'm back.
Damn, right. You was super loud just now. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Where? Is that a no?
No.
She was smoking weed and went deaf on music somehow. How the fuck? Yo, none, I'm not tripping. You hear it loud and clear, you said, right?
I hear that shit loud and clear, bro.
I don't know.
How are you not hearing it? I don't understand. What is happening?
Why they heard me? You can't show the video. I can see the video.
And we not trying to get copyrighted. We definitely. All right, all right. Bye, YouTube. We,
No, I don't want. No, I'm sorry.
No, we just make another page. Fuck it.
No.
She said, no. Yo, you really can't hear this shit.
No, I can't hear. No, you gotta mute the voice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like you.
You don't hear it.
No.
Wow.
I hear you.
Okay. She keeps seeing me do it like
out. No
I don't
music.
You don't hear that, Joe.
I don't know. Listen, I'm not a software person.
Yeah, she said she can hear it.
Wow. Who said they can hear it?
Anna. Oh. Oh yeah, that's one of that's hi Anna. Anna said she can hear it.
Anna. You remember me? Remember that time? Remember when you was little and your shoelaces untied and another kid said, "Hey, your shoelaces untied." That was me. So we are friends. You can't hear it either. You gotta be on my side. You know what I'm saying? It's not fair.
She said
it's not. Wow, this is crazy because why is streaming?
Yeah, she trying to get us fucking banned out here.
I'm not. I just said
100%.
I just don't forget it. Okay.
Oh, Zels was in here earlier.
Okay.
Thanks, Zels, for coming through.
Hey, Zels.
Honey, I'm gonna have to play it for you another time because the only reason we listening to it is because of you, and you can't even hear the shit.
Yeah, that's fine. But this song, y'all should look
it
up.
People say my fault. I can't hear shit. How?
They keep Anna.
You too much. You will stab me in the back.
That's my Anna.
That's your Anna. That's crazy, Anna. Bet we'll talk about this later. Anyway,
don't write Anna. You watch your tone. It's the tone for us.
Bet. She can't say you later, but anyway.
Wow,
that song sounded hella dope though. I ain't gonna hold you. I heard a little snippet of it. The vibe is fire on that song.
Yo, oh my gosh. Like I downloaded it and I listened to it like on repeat now. It's so like great.
I'm one of the motherfuckers too. When I find something like, I'll wear that shit out. I don't need no other song right now. Like one song is good for me.
That's the hottest song I've bumped into since I think Sedushi, whatever the freak it's called, with Pete and Bass or whatever his name is.
Yo, they killed that dude.
Yo, as soon as I heard it, I downloaded it.
It's called Sindu Sesh.
Yeah, whatever that is. Yeah, whatever that is. Like, yeah. So, like, if I really, really fucked with a song and I heard it, yo, I download it and I play it. That song is so dope. But all right. I'm Goddess Honeycookle, B and the B stands for beige because I'm not a light skin on here. You get me? If you think I need to adjust your lighting on your phone. Yeah. Anywho, right. Yeah, definitely listen to what Brody's saying. Catch us on all those things. We're definitely going to be on Instagram on Thursday, 8:30 p.m. So come through. You know what I'm saying? And all that other good stuff.
Let's talk about it Thursday, y'all. It's Brody the One, aka Blackmail Media, the pro antagonist, part of the Out Here podcast out here. We appreciate y'all for coming through. I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. Peace.